Hey, and welcome. We're live for day 7 of the Vision Board Party with me, Iona Meade, at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Thank you for hopping on with me. I wonder if you were waiting for me. Just a couple of minutes late. I had a conversation with my niece. As we've been doing this Vision Board Party, she's been hungry. I'm in her dining room. It's just like, let me just get all the stuff. So welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. So it's day 7, and I can't even believe a whole week of vision boarding and a whole week of doing a vision board party. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you to everyone who has come and taken time to do this with me live. Thank you to everyone who has shared this out. And thank you to everyone who's going to watch this on the replay. I'm super excited. So it's the Vision Board Party, and it's the day, the Holy Grail. It is financial freedom. So everything that we've been covering throughout this week has been leading us to financial freedom. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to share my screen and talk about our vision boards. And if you haven't created that one as yet, that's absolutely fine. You can create one via Canva, or you can create a corkboard or a vision book, or a photo collage or a video montage, whatever just as long as you've got images. If you've missed any of the 7 days, and I'm going to share with you what I covered through the 7 days, just a tiny little bit of a quick recap, then you'll see them in a playlist on the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona, my YouTube channel. They will be there for an entire year until next December, where I will be doing this live again and sharing what I've been manifesting, sharing what my students have been manifesting, and what we're posting throughout the year. So I have the group for you to post as you go throughout 2024. So whenever you're watching this, please do share with us what is manifesting, celebrate your wins, because why not? Share your vision boards. I know that some of you shared, and I know that some of you, it's a lot to make decisions. But I think it's just going to really help you guys. This is also training for my students in the Soul Legacy Academy. I call it a pre-soul work. So before you dive into any work with me, I want to know that you are clear with your vision. I'm going to have to watch the replays on them. It'll help with organizing what's coming ahead. Yes, 100%. So this teaching is probably going to be a little bit long. So if you want to watch it in a couple of parts, so you can't stay live, I want to wrap up everything and then just set the intention throughout the year and just leave you with that. And so that's a really great point, because one of the reasons why I've done this teaching in the style that I've done it in, and I'm not like sweating, like, get on here. If you don't do this with me over this week, that is it. The doors are shut, blah, 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 blah. You've heard it all before, right? That's why I'm not, because at the end of the day, you come across this in divine time, whether you're live or whether you're on the replay, and it is about your life, not my life. I've done my own vision board. I'm doing my own. This is about your life and making decisions. But what I do challenge you to do is set aside an entire week to actually get this done. Set a start date and an end date, your challenge. This is about you. This is about your vision. It is about your mission. It is about your health, your contribution, your emotions, your environment, your relationships, your spirituality, and your finances, not about mine. I'm handling mine by doing this because I'm doing it for myself. And again, if you're a student in the Soul Legacy Academy, some of my students are like super eager and they're like, I've done it and I'm manifesting, and others are like really slow, and that's fine. You might be a slow burner. But the ones that are manifesting and the ones that are like really hitting it, the ones that don't do it are like, oh, why are they going ahead and I'm not like going as far ahead? Because they took the time out. You deserve this. You deserve this for you. And we know that vision boards work, but we also have to decide what we want to have on our vision board and what is important to us and what is in alignment. So absolutely take the time to want. Somebody just hopped off like, oh, preachy. Well, it's true. I am quite tough love. It's true. So I want to respect your time, but what I want to do is share with you some of the things that have led me to now. So I teach this as a way, it's part of my book, starting a YouTube channel, if you want to start a YouTube, even if you want to start a podcast, or even if you don't want to start a YouTube channel, I would suggest doing my 5-day challenge, which is at the core of my book, on getting clarity on creating a movement. It gives you clarity on the topics you want to create content around. It gives you the research actually going into the second largest search engine, which is YouTube, owned by the first largest search engine, to see what people are actually searching for, so that when you are lining up your financial freedom, you actually know that people are searching for what it is that you want, and you're actually using their language. It's such a beautiful journey, and my students have absolutely loved it. So I'm going to share with you that it's $55 for this 5-day challenge. But if you are a book reader of mine, I actually give you the coupon code for that. So you can buy the paperback or the Kindle version. The paperback, I think, is $15.55, and the Kindle is $5.55, because I start with my 555s, and you'll get that 5-day challenge, which will help you to be clear on your audience, your message, your movement, your money, your topic, and it will help you position yourself as an authority, right? And then position yourself as well as an author, right? If you are not an author, and if you are an author, there's many of us that write books, do all the things, but don't pull all the pieces in together to actually put it under one umbrella to reach the financial freedom goal. We're scattered, and we're going, I don't like selling, I've got a fear of failure, I've got a fear of success, and I've done a book over here, I've done my program over there, a course over here, I've done this over there, and I want to do this retreat, and I want to do, and it doesn't speak to that soul client. And so I teach you to have what I call a high paying soul client funnel formula. And it doesn't mean that you're outpricing people. What it means is you're taking people on the journey. Readers go on the journey with me through my courses. I say my challenges are book-based course, and my Soul Signature System, my 12-week bootcamp, is a book-based bootcamp. It's a book-based course. And when you do that and you connect it with that, it just becomes easy. You just say, in the book, I've got blah, blah, blah. In the book, I've done this. And it's just really beautiful. So I want to share that with you, the funnel into making it really super easy, like not dragging people kicking and screaming. But I also want to share with you, I'm going to have to stop sharing this screen and just share some windows. So bear with me, because I've got a lot to share in terms of a couple of images. And I want to share this one first. So this is what I call the prosperity corner. So part of in my book and part of my journey to financial freedom, to banking 50K in 50 days, was moving from a poverty consciousness to a prosperity consciousness. Now, if you have any kinds of fear and you're like in that lack mode, and you haven't got a way to actually bring in that income, you're not sure, you're probably in that poverty consciousness, which is not disrespectful. It just is, we're moving and we're elevating and we're growing during this vision board challenge to a prosperity consciousness. When we put everything on our vision board, we can't be having a poverty consciousness, because it's not going to manifest. We've got to move from this. And this, I had, my old business was called IHPMA. And I had virtual classrooms. That's what they called it when you worked online years and years ago. And so I used a different platform. Now I use Thinkific. Back then, there wasn't no Thinkific, I don't think. It was Jigsaw Box, and it was the prosperity corner. And my business and my hub was called Central Purpose. It was all about purpose even then. And so I had, so this is what I started with. And I actually include this as one of my bonuses to my the 7 Freedoms Frequency Calling Gym. I'm going to share something else as well. So these are images that were back then. You know, when membership sites were like really big, the self-center, it was nurturing. It was a place where it was the mindset, and then the actual self-care and the self-center, just really looking after yourself. It just looks really weird to me now. But that's where I started. This wasn't, I'm just going to keep sharing a couple of images, because wherever you start, it has to start from somewhere. Sometimes we're like, I want it to be done like yesterday. Or we think what you're doing now, it has to be the way that you have it, but you can package things up in a way that speak to your audience in a taking them down that funnel, or the self-nurturing zone, right? Like, I've always been pretty spiritual in my, in my journey, and those were the things. Like, it sounded amazing to me. However, it was a business that didn't ever really take off the ground, because I didn't know what I was doing. And I hated marketing, and I hated selling, and I hated list building. I hated all these things. And I took is building out these things and actually never getting them in front of anyone. So that might sound familiar with you. Like, it was, I mean, it probably would do well because I know it now. But all of the content and the ideas in there, I actually have in now. So the Prosperity Code was the first book. Do you remember how books used to look when you got the software? I didn't actually do this myself, but it looks like I actually did, but I didn't. And that picture is the picture that my son took when we were homeschooling. Oh my gosh, 15 years ago. 15 years ago. The Prosperity Code, A to Z keys to manifesting soul satisfying prosperity. And I was the UK's leading vision and life purpose business coach. It's still the same thing. It's vision and moving, and it's soul satisfying prosperity. Everything had soul in it for me. Everything that I was doing just had soul. And I was like, oh. So I am going to get to the vision board, but what I wanted to do was just share with you the journey into the passive income streams that I was trying to build way back then, and what I actually have now, and how I can support you now. And so I talked about throughout the week, the 7-day Prosperity Thinkers series. We've talked about how our thought, we know our thoughts, our feelings, are they going to manifest, what action we're taking. And this journey wasn't new for me. So this is a 7-day e-course. And I remember putting this out there, and instantly, the first time I put it out there, instantly somebody emailed me back and said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. These are the times where e-zines were like the rage and the thing, you know. It was years and years and years ago. But again, we say, oh, the mindset, but we can't see mindset, right? We can't, like, when people say, well, if you don't change your mindset, it is mindset. But I like to say word set. It's fearlessly receiving financial prosperity for helping professionals. The emergency handbook for service-based business owners. Next exit, soul satisfying prosperity. Like, look at them. Okay. It took me, I got a Fiverr guy to, yeah, I've come a long way. But, you know, I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. And I am here with you now presenting something completely different. And if you notice, those things kind of look separate. Hang on, I'm going to keep going. I've got another two, I think. So this was around, thank you for the love. This was around how to fulfill your life's purpose and get paid in the process. It's the thing that we learn, we teach what we need to learn the most. We don't have to be all the way completely there, but I did my interview series. I mentioned the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event. This was at the core of it. And my guests were like, oh, I can't believe it. She's making us do like answer 15 questions, and she's doing the interview, then she's doing an after show. And that, I wasn't anyone. I'm still not anyone. I'm not a guru, but I wanted to put this together. And again, like I said, 49, and it was in the days of teleseminars. Technology has completely changed. This wasn't even a thing. Google Hangouts was not a thing. It was teleseminars. Don't know if you're that, like, you've been in the industry that long, and if you don't even know what a teleseminar is, I've just aged myself. And so I'm 50. So I remember that there was this guy, this coach was doing interviews, and he had the same questions for different people. So the same format, and just got different people to answer the questions. I was like, and he had a PDF, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. And that was the seeds of the #1 Divine Intervention virtual event. It was the seeds of the legendary Light Leaders telechat show when I interviewed Facebook group owners when I came back online after 3.5 years of being offline. And it's the same thing for the Spiritual Awakening Annual YouTube Summit. Those were like those times where I was still trying to figure it out. Now I have a system and a formula, and I'm organized, and I wasn't. You know, people think that I started where I am now, and obviously that's not the case. I've got one more thing to share, I believe. Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, I love this one. This is an actual keynote. How to sell your services without selling your soul. I loved it. It was $17, and I actually sold that. That's an actual presentation of my old, oh my gosh, look at that. My old YouTube channel, The Vision Effect, still talking about the same thing. Oh my God. And I did a skydive on my bucket list, and I gave to charity. You see? Goodness me, when you keep all of the things, wow, your lifestyle, your business model, your vision, a business check. This is like old. Oh my gosh, hang on. I've got one more thing to share. And then I will jump into the presentation. But figuring out, you might be figuring out, like, how do I do this thing? Like, Iona's saying to me, bank 50K in 50 days. Like, how am I going to do that? Hang on, I've got one more. So this was the prosperity code. It was 12 modules, a coaching and mentoring program. I believe I've got all of those modules, and I'm going to put it into the 7 Freedoms frequency call-in gym. So the monthly membership that I give to you guys, the 2-hour monthly coaching call that I give my students, my masterminders and my boot campers, all of that is in there because it's foundational. So you will have it. All right, now let me stop screen sharing and share the vision board and get on with that. So hopefully that was a bit interesting. Just so you know that, you know what? She started somewhere. Hang on. I've got to find my actual window that I want to share now. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Chrome tab, not a window. No, a window. Hang on. After all that sharing, I've lost my windows. Hang on, let me just see what is on. Okay, it's the financial freedom one. Give me a second to find it. It's the one with this on. Okay, cool. All right, so the vision board. Let's dive into the vision board. And again, recap just a little bit. Day 1, we started at contribution freedom. And again, when you're thinking, and I can't see any comments or anything else because I'm looking at my map. So when we start with the contribution freedom, and we started with that on Monday, as I've done with every single day, I call this the living an intentional life, the intentional living code, setting intentions, right? Let me make this bigger. Let me smaller. And setting your intentions in every single area of your life, but they're related. So you don't want things that are conflicting with your values. So for me, my values are honesty and integrity and fun. And that's why I didn't want to list build. It just wasn't in alignment with my values. It would be conflicting. I wanted to build relationships. So when you think of your finances and financial freedom, what I want you to do is bring that in as a direct, and I talk about it in my book, bring it in as a direct correlation between your contribution and your finances. If you're not contributing enough, meaning that you're not working with your high-paying, what I call high-paying one-to-many soul clients, meaning working one-to-many. I'm going to talk about passive income streams and leverage income streams and share with you some of the examples and share with you my one-page plan that will help you to actually follow a framework and a structure to get clarity, have the confidence to put systems and strategies in place so that you can bank the 50K in 50 days. And you'll be the version of you that is contributing so much that when you're contributing in the world, you're like, oh, I can receive that. It's receiving it. And so I did a tapping by Margaret Lynch. Many people have heard it when I mention it. Tapping for 50K. She doesn't say for 50K in 50 days, but tapping for 50K. I love that tapping, and I teach my students, not teach them, recommend it to my students to do tapping and do whatever it needs to be released so that you can be in alignment with it. So when you're thinking of your business model for your contribution, for your light work, does it look like, and I know that for those of you who have filled out my Bank 50K in 50 days breakthrough session intake form. So I've had three of you sign up. So well done. really, really happy. I've had over 50 of you request them, and I'm sending out the emails I've been sending out. Still got some more to send out. Some of you who have requested it, I don't think it would be a good fit for you, but for those of you who have requested it, check your inbox, check your email. And again, if you're watching this further down the line and not in Vision Board Week, then I have the masterclass for you to come to and accept your 50K Bank 50K 50 Days Challenge there, and jump on a free chapter VIP coaching day with me to share with you how to start, build and grow a successful online spiritual business on YouTube, and with a #1 best-selling book launch. So we're positioning you as an author and an authority. And if you're not earning what it is that you want to earn, or you're not contributing to enough people, so a percentage of those people say yes to you, then here's where we want to adjust the model. And I have a one-page plan, like I say, and I'm going to share that with you in a second, but I'll share it more on the masterclass. And I'll share it in the one-on-one calls, and I'll share it in the free chapter group coaching VIP day. Okay. So think of your finances, because when we're just trading time for money, it's hard to think of like, well, what pricing would I do? And some people, price 10 grand. So they'd only need 5 clients. I'm not that person. 5 grand. Yeah, I do have other, like something that would be one-on-one, or when I do the retreat for Dubai, that will be. But for the standard offerings, it's $55, $555, and $5,555, because they're all group. 2 of them passive income streams, and the mastermind is group. So there's not a ceiling on there. So I don't need to offer it a crazy energy exchange of money, because it's leveraging my time. And that's 4 days of the month at the 2 middle Tuesdays and Thursdays of the month at 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. UK time. So I do 10-hour days, and I cover all of the time zones. So if you think of, well, Bank 50K 50 days, we do the maths. There's the masterclass, and then there's the homework, the masterclass homework, the Bank 50K 50 days, so that you can do your own maths. I know that for those of you who have done the intake form, it's like, oh, well, the reality check is when you put your pricing to your annual income goal, whether it's Bank 50K in 50 days or your annual income goal, is like what you're doing needs tweaking. And if you get nothing from that session and this experience, then I think that's a really helpful way to reorganize, because when we do the 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, we actually go straight into those leverage income streams, the group, and then passive. So we'll create your passive income stream live with real people, then have it be a self-study, and then we'll go into groups. So I don't do everything one-on-one, which a lot of people do. I do suggest getting on one-on-one calls so we can know how it is that people want to be served, and do the intake form, and then just go straight to group. I think it's just a really beautiful model. So think of your finances in terms of you contributing. When you're thinking of your finances, and we know that we've covered health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, environmental health, social health. Think of your finances, because every one of those is not free, right? So there's a program in the UK called Rich House, Poor House. And basically it's where 2 houses from the bottom 10% of income earners to the top 10%, they swap homes, and they see where their health and their worry and the stress and the what have you of not having the financial freedom. But other stuff can come up when you're in the rich house. I'm not saying that, once you've got money, it will solve all your problems, but it just helps you to see, like, eating right, the opportunities that you have, different things by doing that. And I know that some of you have answered the question. I've said, what difference would it make to you and your family? And you've got your own reasons, you've got your own whys, right? So when you think of, again, financial freedom and the Bank 50K in 50 days in terms of emotions, how would that affect your emotions? There's certain emotions that would just not be there on a day-to-day basis. How you're launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day emotionally would change, I'm guessing. in terms of financial freedom, Bank 50K in 50 days, and your environment, right? How would that change? Would you be on retreat? Would you be on other people's retreat? Would you be traveling the world? Would you be, you know, if you could do it in 50 days, you could do it once you've got the formula, you do it over and over and over again for the lifetime of your business. And how many times could you do that in a year, right? How many 50-day cycles are there in a year? I suggest 4 times in a year, so you've got once every quarter, but you can just keep going. I do mine kind of just back to back because it's just my masterclass, which is the start of the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, runs every last Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time. It's a four-hour training, which it offers real value. Again, it's on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. You don't have to opt in. It's just beautiful. And then we do the homework, right? And then I've got this 1-page plan for you. So what environments would you be in if you, because oftentimes we say, oh, we're fearful, we fear success. That for me is a level of success. That's nothing to fear, right? When we really get clear on our vision, it's like, oh, okay, this could be quite fun. That's my daughter and her boyfriend, and they were off in a hotel. I can't remember if it was her birthday, his birthday, or what have you, but he's great at the whole present giving and the gift giving and all the things. And again, for relationships, finances, legacy, that's all I want to say, financial legacy. We want to pass that on. I mentioned my dad's in there, and I have my granddaughter on there, legacy. It's just such an amazing feeling to focus on that. And I think I've got spiritual written down here. Again, finances and spirituality in order. I was listening to The Science of Getting Rich today, and it says, what's it saying? The thought form and the thoughts that we think are in formless substance. So it's formless. It's a spiritual act to manifest and bring that. And you use the example of like doing things in a certain way, and a gold mine. You know, you don't have to mine the gold yourself, or you don't have to, you know, but in formless stuff, when you've got this vision, things will be in motion for other people to do those things. But then when they are done and they're presented, you have to be willing to receive. So when we think of finances, again, it's just really special. So yeah, we're down to let's have a look at the financial freedom board. What I want you to do is rate your vibration regarding finances in your lifestyle. How is your lifestyle looking based on your finances? And for me, I gave up my home, and I wanted to travel. I was fostering, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to go get a soul-sucking day job, or I'm actually going to just go for it? I gave up everything and I want to travel. So this is me setting everything up, ready to travel. I couldn't do certain things when I was trading. I wouldn't even say time for money. It was trading my life for money. I'm looking after the kids. So I was just like, I had to cut that off. And I'm like, okay, and trust, you know, and I've done the systems, I've done it before. And I'm like, there was a level of trust there for the lifestyle. How is it being impacted, and how would it be impacted? For me, it's going to take me all around the world. So for your light work, what does your, again, for the rating for finances? And we rate between a 1 and an 11. And I won't go over the Soul Legacy wheel because I've been talking about it all week. So if you don't know what this is, then go back to day 1. All right. There's a statement. Oh, hang on. This right here is the money voucher, right? And so when I say bank 50K in 50 days, it's like, oh, that's quite scary. Why would you promise that we could bank 50K in 50 days? Because for my journal, the Soul Legacy Journal is a magical journal. This is just a notebook, but I want you to imagine every single day that you have this vibrational money voucher. The universe is giving it. This is the Soul Legacy Journal, the Soul Client Income Game, right? We make it fun. I don't know about you, but I like fun. So the Bank of Soul Income, Cheers to Financial Freedom. And so the universe is 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. And it's assigned the Soul Legacy Journal. So the Soul Legacy Journal sends you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day for 50 days for you to spend and save your time, money, and energy making memories with your soul clients, soul family, and soul tribe. Rules: you tithe 10% of each of the 50, each of the 1,000, no paying bills, no savings accounts, and you get to carry over the remaining balance the following day, but no more than 7 days and no more than the Sunday, which is today. So I'm on my YouTube podcast, The 7 Freedoms Frequency. I will share with you what I've spent my vibrational money voucher on. So this is how we energetically align with the bank of 50K in 50 days, but we don't just stop there. We actually create the business model for it. And so you might be familiar with the book. I've got big, massive books. I've got a mastermind version for in the mastermind. We'll cover that. Let me see what you can see. Hang on. For Think and Grow Rich. Have you ever heard of that? I'm sure you have. So this is Napoleon Hill's got a purpose statement, a definiteness of purpose. Don't know if you've ever heard it, but this is my version of the definiteness of purpose because it didn't fully give me the range of what I wanted and what I needed. So on the Sundays, this is the financial freedom frequency statement, the intentional living codes, and being in fearless receiving mode. So many of you said, I've got a fear of failure, I've got a fear of success, fear of selling, all the things, and that's fine. But we want to be in what I call fearless receiving mode. Abraham Hicks says something mode, and I was like, it inspired me to say fearless receiving mode. So what you want to do is the statement, you can write this down in your journal on a notepad, is that the exact amount of annual soul client annual income I desire in fair exchange for serving for a year is. So for 2024 and beyond, depending on when you're watching this, what is your annual income goal? And thank you for those of you who've done the intake form and shared that with me. Now, this is the thing. The soul signature system I intend to offer in my online teaching platform, it is for, who is it for, and what is it called? Now, many of you might not be clear. Some of you might be like, yeah, I've created this thing. The way that I teach you to create your program, and if you've created it, be prepared to kind of just break it down a little bit, because the way that I teach you to create it is to create it with the people that you're doing the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge with, the 50 breakthrough sessions that serve. So if you've already got a program, that's fine. You can enroll people in. But the best way to create a program that you now have created already and you can't sell, the best thing to do in the beginning, if you haven't created one, that's great. If you have created one, be prepared to tweak it, is to create it with people. And even if you've created it and you've got it on a passive income stream because it's a course, be prepared to break it up and bring people in live so that you can make it even better. So the soul signature system, who it's for and what it's called, right? My intention is to allow all of the money to flow to me in the next 12 months by. And you don't have to do the date if you don't want to. It's a date, it's flexible. Sometimes when we put a date, it's like, well, we're locking everything off. Well, when we say Bank 50K in 50 days is the beginning and the end, it's 7 weeks, but we're not attached to the outcome, right? So I say, what next 3 soul guided action steps for my one-page spiritual biz YouTubers one-to-many model are. So whatever you need to do in order to receive that money, right? Put down the 3 things, okay? So hopefully that helps. You can screenshot it. It will be in the Soul Legacy Academy somewhere. I don't know where. So again, list building versus legacy building. I talked about this yesterday, so I'm just not going to go into it crazy. But I do on the 5-day challenge that goes with my book, and I'll show you it in a second. But in a 5-day self-study challenge, instead of doing Facebook challenges, pop up, pop down, it's a self-study challenge. It's a YouTube challenge, right? And I've got teachings, and then I've got tasks, and then I've got talks where you can upgrade and actually get Q&A from me. I love the model. That was, again, me creating a passive income stream, but also a live, active challenge. And I've walked students through all of this before coming out again, and making it public. And what I teach you to do is go on the back end, refine things, work with people, then come out and announce. Lots of people just announce, and it doesn't necessarily work. So working out what your how you would bank 50K in 50 days. And I don't even understand my own maths, so I don't even think I'm going to try and do that. I don't know. 10 times the 555. Oh, okay, 5,555. So 10 times 5,555. That's 10 times 10 people in my mastermind. That's banking 50K in 50 days. All right. And my business, and the Soul Legacy Academy, the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, author and authority media program, and mastermind can handle that. So can I handle 10 people coming in per month? And I've got my masterclass, which I can run YouTube ads and go out and get featured and all those things to have people come to attract my soul tribe. Can I handle it? Oftentimes it's like you can't handle it. It's already set up. I've got some tweaks and stuff to do. I will share that with you. I will show you. I won't show you inside everything. I can show you inside more on the calls and more in the masterclass and on the free chapter group coaching VIP day. So if you had a $555 offer, how many soul clients would you need? 100 to make 50K to bank 50K. It's 90 actually. And it's 9 of them. So just to make it easier, probably I did with the maths. But do you know what I mean? 100 to make 50K. So 100 people buying a boot camp, a 12-week boot camp. Like if you were going to do that and it was, say, your annual income was 100K, which some of you put down at 100K. Even, I'm not saying you would do this, but even if you did the sessions like throughout for a year, and you did it 4 times in a year and you got really good at converting, say 1 in every 4 converted, or 2 in every 4 converted, every conversation that you have, or 3 in every 4 converted, and then you'd see how many people. Welcome. I'm just going to focus on my screen for now, but if you've got any questions and comments, then let me know. And if this makes sense. So your price point, what you feel worthy of charging, and I know on the intake form, some of you have talked about this, like you'd love to have what people call a high ticket. I just think it's whatever people need in this, what I call the high paying soul client funnel formula. There's a reason why we offer an entry level, like a beginner's course, and we offer the middle tier. And then we offer like the more advanced, rather than like, oh, it's high ticket. If we think of the funnel, everybody in my mastermind needs to go to the beginners anyway, and it then goes to the immediate, then you go to advanced. But if somebody wants to invest and they're like straight to the advanced because you get everything in anyway, that's fine. If they want to come in at the middle level, then that's fine. If they want to come in, dip the toe in the water, learn the basics, take their time, then that's fine. Do you know what I mean? It's not about the high. It's a high ticket. It's, in my mind, in my world, it's more about just that advance. It's not about the money. It's about what you're learning, what you're offering, and your services, if that makes sense. So you would do your own conversions and your own numbers. And again, I will help you with that. What I will say is your soul client income, your lifestyle depends on it. And that soul family influence and soul tribe impact, how many people, again, you are working with, will really, impact what it is that you are doing in the world. And so I'm going to say again that the homework is the appreciation, gratitude. I'm happy and I'm grateful and appreciate 7 things. I've not done yet. 7 things, and post all of your vision boards if you have them. I'm going to come off that. I'm going to go to the actual vision boards in Canva. So you might have created your vision board by now. That's fantastic if you have. Let me see if there's any comments. You good? All right, cool. Again, the contribution, things are going to cost money. Now, it doesn't cost anything to start a YouTube channel and position yourself, but it does cost money to do ads. It does cost money to actually launch a book, not maybe on the Kindle, but I got a Fiverr guy to do my cover. We can have lower cost things. But to get the ISBN number and spend that time and get an editor and all the things, I actually wrote, edited and formatted my book. But it wasn't, I had the formatting software. I have another software that helps me with getting it to number 1, all the things. So your contribution, it's not cheap. And then to buy the book, you have to actually, I bought the proof version of my book. I actually bought it. I didn't even do like the alpha copies. I did for this one. Again, let me see. For my book. So it was on my vision board. That was the proof. And then I got the shiny version. I'm so happy with the shiny. Is that like amazing, or is that amazing? Oh, I just love it. Health, it costs money. Even the Epsom salts and the shower gel cost money. And there's times where I'm like, I don't have it. And I'm telling you, it will affect your sleep. Good food costs money. Even bottled water costs money. I know people say do the glass ones rather than a bikini costs money, right? To be a fitness instructor, it's just energy exchange, right? Obviously, emotions don't cost money, but the things that are going on in your life will cost you for your emotions. Abraham makes his cruise, not even going to lie, like, oh, Thailand, Maldives, Dubai, retreats, me going to Amsterdam, learning to do salsa, learning to do, to learn Spanish, learning to do, all they cost money. And so what you've put on, me learning to fly, that cost money. Oh, it was amazing. To take my little lady to one of my favorite places, that cost money. To be, where's that? London. To be on the airplane, my daughter spent out for me, bless her, to be on the airplane. That cost money. Try getting on the airplane without spending any money. It's just, so the barn conversion has gone cost a lot of money. And I had to, this is what I did, right? Because I ended up being homeless, bankrupt and all the things, right? And when I split from my ex-husband, I was £160,000 in debt. That's crazy. And I wanted a home. I was in a homeless place. And all of the things will be created for us, but we have that vision. And I ended up cleaning homes and being in a barn conversion that I had on my vision board. And I was like, serendipity and what have you. And I'm like, I saw this blue couch and I was like, this is the same barn. And I got to know the lady, and she is actually a business coach. I was like, oh, she was doing what I was doing, but I wasn't doing it then because I was helping and healing myself first. But it helped me with the believability. So I was going around listening to my music, listening to myself with my own Prosperity Thinkers series, and cleaning this home. It was a way in. You know, when they say test drive a car or what have you, I test drove the barn. And I was like, oh, and I'd been in a few since then and around then, and like when I was with my ex-husband, and I'm like, oh, what can I do to be able to afford this home, like the rich house and the poor house, right? What can I do to transition from the bottom 10% to the top 10%? And here I am, right, with passive and leverage income streams. Date night was amazing. Date night wasn't even cheap. I got treated like an absolute princess, but it cost money. Our food cost money. Our the drinks cost money. The clothes cost money. Do you know what I mean? The wine costs money. It just everything costs money. Like, and if I'm just saying, yeah. What else? Your cards cost money, right? Your crystals cost money. Your books cost money. All the things. The desks cost money. Tithing, compassionate friends. I was saying that I was tithing to compassionate friends, and it so happened that I had this on my vision board in the July. And when I went to London, so it's a charity, right? It's an organization, and I ended up having a call with them that just came around. And no, actually, compassionate friends was before I went. And I went and I got a signed copy of one of the mums. I'm looking for it. One of the mums, she lost her daughter, and it was amazing. And she signed a copy of her book. It's Kinship Foster Caring. When I was in London, it just came into my awareness, and it's another charity. And I ended up that I will be getting involved and tithing my time. So it's not just, oh, well, it's all about the money. It's not. And donations to Cruise Bereavement Care, who was supporting me. Like, I would love, if I've touched you in any kind of way, shape or form, then this is a tribute to my son, Daniel Samuel Meade. So there's donations there, and I've had students donate before, and I would love that. I've got my granddaughter's Safe Haven Fund. It was a GoFundMe. I want to start that back up for her. So like, that exchange isn't just about the financial freedom, if that makes sense. Like, my credit score was like shot to pieces. It was just really crazy. So I've got my soul signature system on there. In order to bank for 50K in 50 days, we have to have a vehicle, right? We have to have I didn't want to trade just time for money, and I'm going to share that in a second. So if you're watching, do comment and let me know if this is making sense. All right. If you're watching on the replay, let me know if this is making sense. That's inside my online training portal, which we don't want to be in. Inside the vision board group, there's a file that I mentioned, how to visualize what you want and how to get it. You're welcome to download that. Again, the vibrational money voucher, that is then, so every single day you're spending this vibrational money voucher, and pop on here in the comments what you've spent it on. So you're actually playing this game, Bank 50K in 50 days, and you're showing the universe, actually, I'm in alignment. So again, I can't see any comments because I'm focusing on the presentation, but I will come back in a second. These books, a lot of them, so this one here, that one, and that one were the co-author books that I had featured in. That one's a Soul Legacy journal. This journal, the Freedom Journal, actually influenced me doing the Soul Legacy journal. This one is Speed Wealth, how to make $1 million in your business in 3 years or less. I'm not there yet, but I was figuring it out when I went to the Millionaire Mind intensive when I was homeless. I was figuring it out. You Were Born to Speak, Heart-Centered Marketing, Coaching Millions. She was my coach. Think and Grow Rich, you know that. Visual journaling, the Miracle Morning has really impacted my life. The Prosperity Consciousness, it was a tape cassette. Now I've got the Audible version. Get Clients Now as a facilitator for the Get Clients Now. And when you say to people, oh, you're going to get clients now, they're like really dubious. I love that. Look at the state of this. But it's a well-worn, hang on, I can't see, a really well-worn book. But I was a facilitator for that, so I learned quite a lot with the marketing. As a marketing. This is a new book. One of my students, Sydney, who's been on with us, Tall Poppies are my thing. So as soon as she mentioned it, I was like, I have to get it. So it's called A Happy Pocket Full of Money, Infinite Wealth and Abundance in the Here and Now. I'll read it again. A happy pocket full of money. Hang on. Infinite wealth and abundance in the here and now. This book is lit. I love books. Multiple income streams. That's how I learned about passive income streams. The Millionaire Messenger. All these books and these programs changed my life. Like, this is when I was moving out of my home. Get Good with Money. I took some notes. Trust fund, my life insurance, that was a Virgin experience. So this is basically me journaling and capturing my journal. This was me giving up my home for real, my son. This is my son giving me signs. So Daniel, for those of you who don't know, passed on a motorbike. And when I came out of the shop, there was a motorbike and then there was another motorbike. Thoughts, my ex-husband actually taking our furniture away with his apprentice. The stories that I tell you are for real, as me with the barn conversion. This was when I did my vision board before. Never give up on a dream just because the time it will take to accomplish it. Time will pass anyway. This is me with my master's degree. That was my home. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I love this style. That was what my ex-husband came for. I don't know if it's this one, but oh no, where is it? Is it this one? Oh no, wait a minute. I have to show you this because that style is my absolute jam. So somebody actually shared this. I think it was Ramona shared this. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is like holy grail. This is what I'm going to spend my vibrational money voucher on. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Oh, is that amazing? Or is that, wait, I have to make it bigger. Is that like lovely? That's a bit of me. That is a bit of me. I sent it to my daughter. More ideas for interior design. That's absolutely 100%. Oh, I was so chuffed. But look at that. It's not the same, but that is my jam. My niece, when I gave her my car, my desk, I left it behind me eating, all the things. But I was on to the trip, the Millionaire Mind. That's where I got like the whole, oh, well, let me create $1 million a year business. How do I do that? That's my son. He was on the bus. And then again, for those of you who don't know, my son passed 8 years ago. So this was longer than 8 years ago. And this picture must have come up on a memory or something. And I was on the bus going to work. And this woman was like, I think that young man is trying to get your attention. And I was like, oh, that's my son. And so I carried on my journey, like waving to him. And he got off the bus, carried all of my my shopping into where I used to work, trading time for money, into an after school club. And I had to take a picture, which I'm so glad that I actually did. So Daniel passed on his motorbike. Show up, speak out, and serve deep. Talk about the dating apps. You don't want to know all of that stuff, but I just capture everything. That is me dancing in my kitchen. I was literally dancing because my daughter announced that I was going to Amsterdam. That's me flying my airplane. All this stuff costs money. For my 50th birthday, it's about creating memories. My daughter, she wasn't really scared. Look at this in the back. Oh, it's just just memories, just really beautiful. And that's when my daughter Mia, she surprised me with the Amsterdam. So I'd done my vision board challenge, and by the Monday I was going to, so this was on the Sunday, must have been after the flying lesson. Yeah. And because I finished the vision board challenge, and I said, I've just been flying. And my granddaughter did the whole, lots of pictures and happy birthday, Nanny. And then she said, you're going to Amsterdam. Well, I cried so much. And my daughter did number 8. Shall I actually read you some? She'll be like, oh, Mum. I know you hate surprises, but we all deserve a surprise sometimes. Go to your desk. Out of all the surprise, I don't think that's the next one. Out of all the surprises we have come your way, I thought now would be the best time for a good one. Go downstairs to the bathroom. I just want to thank you for everything you do and continue to do, that you're the most special person that me and Nellie, my son, will be proud of you. Go to the back door. I don't think this is in order. I love how spontaneous you are and have taught me to be the same. And that's last minute plans can be memories you never forget. Go to the light switch. So anyway, now that I know you're already crying, I'll stop the suspense now. Your August 1st bucket list. So everybody knows for a bucket list on August, I'll do a thing. A birthday present from me and Nellie is in the kitchen. And actually, I got someone else who wants to just show you, watch. And that's when she got your girl was crying. Relationship. And then I got my certificate for flying. So when you're doing your vision board and you're doing your bank 50K in 50 days, just know that it's experiences that we're after, not just the money. So I don't know about you, but I've got a granddaughter and I've got my daughter, and I want to leave a legacy. I've got a lot of nieces and nephews. Not sure if you're like, oh, well, you've ever been left a legacy. I know that some people, when, people pass, they like expect the money and they kind of go after it, and it kind of changes some people a little bit. But how do I leave a legacy for my family? Leaving a financial legacy, 6 things to consider. Make sure you've got a beneficiary, create a charitable trust, all those things. Like, I'm not giving financial advice, but I'm saying that if we are broke and we continue to be broke, then what are our next generation going to do? Like, it's up to us to break those generational patterns, to have that financial freedom. So passive income streams in your business. Passive income is a revenue that takes I can't say that word, effort to acquire it. It includes earning from rental properties. We're not doing that. We're doing courses. So basically you create it once, like a book or a course, and then sell it over and over and over again. All right. Some passive income stream ideas. Creating print on demand store, selling digital products, teaching online courses, which we do, being a blogger, affiliate marketing. I have my course has an affiliate. So if you want to, like, and if you enroll and you want to say, oh, Iona, I'd like to earn 50% from that, I would absolutely love that. Rent your spare room, earning shop, all the things, like lots of different things that you can do, earn royalties, record audible books. So you've got to decide what it is that you want to do to earn. Now, we know, I just want to share this. We know that the digital and the AI and all the things are like here, right? And I was like, I'm resisting this. But what I will say is I'm going to give you a snapshot for next year of just how I used ChatGPT to create my email to send out to you guys for the one-on-one session. I typed in a lot of things that I normally would. And so we'll see just how much this email ends up being worth, whether it's a bank 50K in 50 days or what. And I love that. So I'm getting on board and teaching that as well. What I want to say is this vision board challenge, it has a passive income stream. So I don't know how many passive income streams that you have, but I have several. My book, my courses, this is one. So some of you have won the lifetime access to this online teaching portal, which I've been showing throughout the week. I'm not going to go inside it, but it houses all of these replays, and it houses all of the links and all of the resources, and the Prosperity Thinkers 7-day e-course, and a 2-hour monthly coaching call, the 7 Freedoms Frequency, which focuses on all of these areas. And again, I give that to my students, and a couple of you guys have won that, which I love. And so that's in there. So that's it's $7.77, right? So if you want that. I say I'm not going to show you inside that. I have shown you inside that throughout the week. We've got chats for you to body up. So for $7.77, you will get this experience, and you can body up with somebody and post your vision board party and your vision board challenge and take the bank 50K in 50 days together. It's practically free. So that's the 7 Freedoms Frequency call. That's $77 a month. And I gift it to my students. So what I'm saying is, with the bank 50K in 50 days, I offer several passive income streams and several income streams that upgrade or support you in your light work and then your lifestyle. My book is about leveraging your light work and your lifestyle. So these 7 areas, I continue on a monthly 2-hour monthly coaching call, in addition to working on your business. So masterminders get 12 months of that. So I don't even know what the maths are, but figure that out. Like, it's a bonus. So when you offer what I call a no-brainer offer, that banking 50K in 50 days becomes easier, because you're offering ridiculous amounts of value, to the point where I say I want people to feel like they are ripping me off. Let me just shut some of these down so I know where I'm at. All right. So passive and leverage income streams, do you have them? Do you have them? And do you want to have them? Excuse me. So this is the 7 Freedoms Frequency call-in gym. So when I say $77, it literally a month, it's a good space to work on your mindset. So we have lots of, again, I'll share this on the masterclass. I won't go into it now, but we have the dailies. So when we've finished with this vision board, I won't leave you hanging. Every Monday, I talk about contribution. Every Tuesday, I talk about health. Every Wednesday, I talk about emotions. Every Thursday, I talk about relationships. Every Thursday, I talk about environment. Every Thursday, I talk about you get it. Every Friday, I talk about relationships. Every Saturday, I talk about spirituality. And every Sunday, we come back to the financial freedom. And there's playlists in here, and everything is all in one place. And this is where I was talking about intentional living. There's just like, 20-minute mini bite-size lessons for you. And then the Prosperity Code program. I believe I've got it all there. I'm hoping that I have. But that helps you with the inside stuff, and then I help you with the outside stuff. So many of you have said, Iona, this hasn't worked for me. Like, I don't know, it just didn't work. Vision boards don't work. I've invested a ton in other coaches and blah, 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 blah. And I really wanted to show you that I've come from a space where I've implemented and I've learned, but also I care about all areas of your life. And I know that raising your vibration and thinking thoughts and matching the vibration of the vision that you want to have is going to help you. So that is what I want to do. That is what I want to support you. It's not just the bank 50K in 50 days challenge. I don't know if you guys are commenting or not, but I can't see any comments. So if you're commenting anywhere, I can't see them. Okay. So this is where we accept the bank 50K in 50 days challenge. Like I say, this masterclass, my book, it goes with my book. Everything goes with my book as an author, an authority. And my YouTube channel, this is a YouTube challenge. It's simple. It's streamed out on all of the socials. It's streamed out in my online teaching portal again, where I've just shown you. But it's education that I'm giving away for free, but I would give to students. So, you know, when you're like, oh, I hate marketing, I can't stand it, don't want to do it, hate selling, blah, 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 blah. What I teach you to do is add so much value that you would add to students. Imagine that there are people that you're working with, right? I'm imagining that I'm just working with you. I'm your coach right now. So, you know, it's not me selling to you. It's me sharing, oh, okay, well, if you want to contribute, here's how I contribute. How do you want to contribute? What about your health? What, because those are the things that help me through my spiritual awakening. And I teach you to go back to your dark night of the soul, go back to where your biggest pain point was, and serve from that space and give the spiritual ascension tools that you used to move through and then alchemize and give back. It doesn't have to be as hard as what we're making it. And it definitely isn't a hard sell. When somebody has gone through what you've gone through, you're grateful. You'd be grateful that somebody a lot like you came along, right? I know I would. So I say, if you want to start, structure and grow a spiritual biz YouTube channel, watch how to skyrocket your soul guided influencer status and authority platform with video. This is video. It's not that hard. If you're going to do what everybody teaches, let's do a Facebook challenge and do a pop-up, pop-down group, then you might as well leverage what you're doing and repurpose it and give it to your students and put it on your YouTube channel and grow your authority platform. You're not really an authority if you're hosting in a Facebook group, but you're seen as an authority when you're a YouTuber and an author, right? So that's why I put that. So align your movement, your message, and your money with #1 best-selling book status. So that's all of what I share when you're going out and you're going to get featured and you're doing all the things. So my book, at the time I did this, wasn't even written. It was on pre-order. And again, I got it to #1 on Amazon on pre-order. 7 days, 7 categories. Exactly. When I teach to sell a course, I have you do it on pre-order. You don't even have to create your course to make money from it. You don't have to create your YouTube videos before you create a YouTube channel. When you create a YouTube channel, you don't have to do that. You don't have to create a bunch of, it's a lot easier than what you think. And I'm excited to share it with you. And I will share it on the masterclass. So when you register for the masterclass, I will let you know that I've given you a bonus, a cheat sheet, how to start a movement with your message and bank 50K in 50 days. On YouTube, there's a free chapter. There's a 5-day course. You get a free preview. If you're a reader, you get that 5-day course, which is $55 on me, I would say. I wouldn't even say for free. We've got a Telegram channel if you want to join that. And then you click and you come on to the countdown page. All right, I will let you in. And then there's the teaching. All right, right now there's a replay, but I will do it live. So when you register, I will be live. I love doing this class live. And if you've got any value, normally they'll come up. So a free chapter, group coaching VIP day. That's an intro to my challenge. There's offers on there. There's the bonus 1-page plan, the e-workbook, and the cheat sheet. Right, and you can get a private Q&A there. Okay, so the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge is the masterclass. Come on to the masterclass. It's a 4-hour teaching. There's a lot in there. It's beautiful. I love it. I love doing it. And then on the homework, you will actually do your maths, do your numbers. Okay, you can have slides if you've ever wanted to do a masterclass. Like, don't rip it like and pretend it's yours, but watch the replay, download the slides, get all of the bonuses, like I say. And notice that this, again, is passive for me. And that's what I call my enrollment spot, meaning that everyone that I speak to when I go out and get featured, when I'm here, I'm directing you to the masterclass. But that masterclass is already done. The slides are already done. The bonuses are already done. It's an automated thing for me to invite you there, as many people as want to. Somebody registered today. I'm like, oh, I love getting the emails like, oh, so-and-so's registered. And it happens on the fourth Monday of the month at 3 p.m. UK time. And I broadcast it out on my YouTube channel as well. Please share that out and invite someone. So I give testimonials. I give my first episode of my summit, which kicked off, and my daughter actually interviewed me, my first ever webinar, which I think I shared earlier, and there was only 8 people on it. One was my assistant, one was a student, I think there was more students, 3 were speakers, one was one webinar buddy, and then a couple of people showed up. I think I did Facebook ads for it. Anyway, I still made $2,000 on it. So I'm just saying. My first session, my first co-author book, my first interview, again, tribute to my son. And then there's the how to visualize what you want and how to get it. Now, the Bank 50K in 50 days, I don't see any. Oh, okay. Hang on. Love your unique approach. Thank you, love. Who is that? Yeah, it is. It's just so beautiful. It brings in. So this took me a bunch of time, years. And I was just like, stop teaching me how to build a list. Tell me how to be in service. Teach me how to be in service first. And it pained me. Chaos was unfolding in my life because everybody says, go out there and build a list. No, go and build a legacy. Go get your book. Get you, oh man, it lights me up, I'm just saying. So this is the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, the Soul Income game. So as I'm sharing this with you, there's 50 days where you start when you want to start, right? And so I want you to take care of your health. I want you to take care of your emotions and manage your emotions. I want you to be in the most amazing environments ever. I want you to have the most epic relationships and the most epic experiences, because the relationships make the world go around. I want you to be in tune with it and taking those soul-guided actions. And I laugh because like the memes and stuff where like we're looking up and we see people going, like the universe is telling you to do a thing and you're like, no, it's just like wild. But listening to that soul guidance and actually doing the things, and then having that financial freedom. So that's that legacy, and we're journaling about it every single day. So I am on my YouTube channel daily sharing on the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast. So no matter when a student comes into my world, I'm there. And it's an hour. It's an hour a day. So it's like 7 hours in a week. But I don't script it. There's a format. I don't script it. I show up when I want to. I'm supposed to show up at 11:11. I don't always. I haven't actually for ages. I do it when I want to. I do it where I want to. And I'm doing it for myself. And I'm also doing it for students, but then I'm also doing it as part of my marketing. I'm very big in repurposing. So you imagine the client, the soul client fulfillment of like, you know, maintaining, because a lot of people, when they ask you to invest in their program, they're like gone. They're like, I've got a team that are going to help you. You're like, dude, I don't want the team. I want you. And so I've got that where there's this vision board. It's 7 days, 7 themes, the 7 Freedoms Frequency. We've got the 2-hour monthly coaching call. So 12 times in the year, that's 24 hours in a year, right? $77. It's a group call. I use it as a bonus. So that's an incentive for people to enroll. You don't get it if you don't enroll, right? But I've given you a snapshot of, okay, this is what it is. And this is what I'm doing. I'm walking my own talk. I'm big on walking my own talk. And then we have this daily podcast. And then when you start your Bank 50K in 50 days, you know that I'm going to be there, but you also know that you can buddy up and there's a system for it. I absolutely love it. And so you can imagine how long this has taken me. And when I did the Spiritual Businesswoman Network, I said, this is not going to work for me. A lot of people are like, I'm being left behind. I'm blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, nah, I've got to alter my business model. And people are like, where's the link for this? And where's the link for that? Which they have, quite rightly so. And I was like, dude, I'm going to put all my links on this. So everything that I do, you've got a place to model it. Not only have I got a place to drop my link. So when I say, go to the masterclass, go to the YouTube channel, go to my front cover, go to my, I don't know, whatever call it is, go to the book launch club, because we're launching your book as well. Do the movement marketing media kit. You've got all of the links here so you can model your calls. And my business is scheduled out for 7 years. I'm just like, I don't have to touch it. Like, there's a link in my online teaching portal to this, and you get it and you do your thing. I don't have to touch it. So there's this 1-page plan, which I've distilled everything. And this is the way the bank 50K in 50 days. There's different stages. You don't even touch YouTube videos at first. It might even take you a year to do YouTube videos. And it might even take you, like I suggest 3 months for each stage. YouTube ads. Can't even run YouTube ads or Facebook ads or Amazon ads if you don't know what it is that you're doing and who it is that you're doing it for. I teach you to actually earn first, earn while you learn. Don't even bother trying to go out there and get featured. For what? When you've not got the back end of your business sorted. It makes no sense. We start here, and this is what I'm doing right now in stage 1. I know how to do all the other stages, but I wanted to actually come back and do stage 1 so that you could see it, because you're like, oh, I get it. Because a lot of people are in resistance. I don't want to do it. Well, what is the alternative? So I posted in the Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs group. I've invited people that are friends, right? And this is the 7-day live stream challenge. And you've just seen the masterclass. It's live and replay. And then the back end of my business is a 5-day challenge, which is a book-based challenge, which my readers get a $55 coupon code. 12-week bootcamp, 12-month mastermind. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't. So this is the 5-day. So this is the Soul Legacy Academy. I love this challenge. I've done this challenge live about 4 times. And now I'm like, I never want to do it again. I'm probably going to have to, because YouTube changes. But we've got the free chapter in there. We've got the free chapter group coaching VIP day in there. We've got a 30-minute monthly Q&A if you want to know more about doing a YouTube challenge like this one versus a Facebook challenge, because I don't know why you'd want to do that. We've got the masterclass in there. We've got day 1, which is clarity, teachings, tasks, and then upgraded talks, another income stream. And that income stream goes from, it's for 5-day challenges and boot campers. So they're both passive income streams for me, but I wanted to provide a space where you get Q&A if you need it. October through to April, first Monday to Friday of the month. It's scheduled out already. It's an hour for me. I show up for an hour. You go through whenever you want to go through. If you upgrade the 111, I offer a VIP day as an incentive to get right to the end. I love doing it because I don't have to work and do all the one-on-one. The second day is topics, naming, planning, and channel trailer day. And if you leave a testimonial, I would love to offer you a $22 ethical bribe, basically, to say, jump on the Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge live Q&A. So again, that's another YouTube challenge that I do, which is on this Trello board, right? And I love it. I absolutely love it. In fact, the Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge, let me just see. I've got some windows open. Hang on. Where's the Trello one? Hang on. Here it is. The Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge is here. And basically, that is once we're getting yourself handled, this is a lot of information and you can watch it over and over and over again. Once we've got our stuff handled from stage 1, we then go out and get featured in the media, right? And I teach you how to create a media kit and how to share your spiritual awakening story. You can be a co-author and share that you're a #1 bestselling author or not. But I featured in the Stop Writing, Start Selling Summit. It was amazing. And as I get featured more, I usually host. So I get featured more, featured on YouTube, podcasts, television, radio, articles. That's what I'll be doing in 2024. Magazines, social media groups, more summits, and a TEDx talk to position myself as an author and an authority. I'm taking my book on a virtual book tour. Here's how we do it. So then when I've scheduled my business out for 7 years, when you're listening to a podcast that I'm featured on in 3 years' time, then my business is still relevant, still current, I'm excited about it, right? I absolutely love it. And this is for me. So the Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge is for me, but I've created a process where I'm like, oh, let me share it with you. It was for me. Everything's for me. I'm sorry, but it is. It's for me. Whatever you wanted to do and you wanted to figure out, there's somebody else that wants to figure out too, is probably the main message that I should say, rather than sounding really selfish. Like, It's just for me. It is for me. Sorry. Okay, cool. Let me take this off. Thank you. So this is my boot camp. So the $55, that was this one. And I've had students that have said this should be $555. And I go, I know. Always do it 10 times the value. It's not that hard. Then this is $555. This is learning how to become a #1 bestselling author on Amazon and get your spiritual awakening story featured on my annual co-authored book series, the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, a soul-guided influencer's 6-step bootcamp to align and automate your soul signature system online teaching platform to attract high-paying one-to-many soul clients on media every single day. Total mouthful, does what it says on the tin. Here we go. Right? Love it. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. This is how I launched my book on launch day. Sorry. I've got testimonials on there if you want to have a listen to them. And if you want in, I'm doing that on pre-order. We've got the orientation day on the first Monday of the month. This is the mastermind. There's actually, rather than just the 5,555 for the first 5 that get in there, when I do my 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, for the first 5, I'm actually going to do half of the year. You actually will only invest for half of the year rather than a full year, rather than 10 monthly payments, 5. So that's pretty good. And then we've got 10 monthly payments for a year, or which is 555, totally worth it. Or 2 years access, which is 444 for 20 monthly payments. 30 monthly payments, and you might be like, I'd never invest in 30 monthly payments. We buy a sofa for that, right? We invest in our business for 3 years access or paying full for $5,000. It's like, do you know what? There's the book birthing party in there. There's co-office hours, the mastermind office hours. There's a lot. Be completely transparent. Some of it's on pre-order. You don't need everything all at once. High paying soul client funnel formula, Facebook, cleaning up your Facebook, scheduling out your calls, knowing who your soul tribe is, YouTube challenges in the box method, your best-selling book launch. I just love it. Creating a book that's around your business, your media tour, the soul income game, being a contributing author, being an affiliate, book money breakthrough, end of year. We're going to have the retreat as well. And mastermind is bonus with YouTube ads accelerator, all those things. Now, I will be supporting my students to write their book in the mastermind. Now, I got on a call with a potential co-author, first one in, coming back online about a week and a half ago. And I can't remember, but it was amazing. I won't reveal the lady's name. I will when she comes on board. But she's from my hometown. We had synchronicities like you wouldn't believe. We had time synchronicities. We had the 1333, which is my time to turn your wounds into wisdom that I mentioned in my co-author book series. Just so much stuff. And she'd published her book with a traditional publishing house, won't say who. And basically the return, I'm not even going to discuss anybody else's business, but the shake of the head should say it helped me to see, oh, okay, so did you get to #1? Do you have a book launch day? Are you utilizing the book now? Do you get royalties from the book? Like, wow. So I'm like, okay, it's time for me to really get all up in there. So my book, again, is Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch, a soul-guided influence compass to leverage your Lightwork and Lifestyle on YouTube. I believe I had that open, but maybe not. Maybe. This is the book. Oh, please, for the love of. Have a look at this book and purchase the book. Robin's done a foreword for me, the preface, meet the author. So what you'll notice in the book is I did my business before I wrote the book. I automated my business before I wrote the book, and I put the book launch videos in there. Oh my gosh, hang on. So I put when I click on the Kindle, right, takes people to my YouTube channel, author and authority. And it takes you to a subscribe window at which I show you how to do that. in that 5-day challenge. Getting subscribers, building your following. Yes, to that 5-day challenge in the book. I'm not going to go too much further because it gives you the coupon code and I don't want you to not showing you that. So this is a 5-day self-study in the book. Hang on. Key principles, right? Key principle of consistently going public. This is me consistently going public. Key principle 2 is the principle of integrity-based self-publishing. Key principle 3 is the principle behind soul-fueled playlists. I've got playlists on my YouTube channel. I'll explain that. Key principle 4, the principles of I am perfect practice. And I will just say, no, it's not on here. It's the soul guided, what I call the soul guided influences way. Key principle 5, the principles of authentic, raw, and real presenting. If I haven't done that all day, like all week, I don't even know what I've done. Key principle 6, the principles of aligning your soul path, 110% or 60% of 110. You've got to go that extra mile, that 110. Key principle 7, the principles of intuitively course correcting performance. There's the summit, right? Key principle 8, the principles of staying true to your soul purpose. Key principle 9 is the principle of honing your soul signature program. Love it. Key principle 10, pulling in purpose-driven profits. Yes. Key principle 11, the principle of positioning with lighthouse partnerships. There's my 5-day challenge. Boom. There's the masterclass. Oh, sorry, not the 5-day challenge. And the book launch club, because I want to launch your book as well. Book birthing party, 6th of May, with co-authors and your books and the 5-day challenge. Can I get an amen? Is that cool or is that cool? Like, don't write your book. If you've written your book already, right? And you are, so there's my masterclass in there as well. I don't know if I've got the soul guided influences way. Hang on. You're dedicated to my son. The soul guided influences way. So the soul guided influences way is the way to bank 50K in 50 days. So it's the 11 key principles. I should have started there for starting and building a successful online spiritual business on YouTube with me, Iona Meade. You'll learn. Oh my days. Hang on. Sorry. Don't touch it. Hang on. You'll learn how I went from the poverty line to crossing over the prosperity line by moving the magnetic needle, the soul legacy wheel, in my online business with ease, grace, and flow. The poverty line versus the prosperity line. You'll see how launching, leading, and leaving your soul legacy with a successful online spiritual business on YouTube starts with a prosperity consciousness. Now, you see, I brought everything that I'd done into this book. Encouraging words from an editor. She didn't actually edit it. She is going to proofread some of the books in the mastermind. She says that the book is great, Iona. You should be really proud. She didn't have to write this. She wrote this to me and I thought I would put it in the book. She was proofreading 3 chapters. You should be really proud. It certainly made me want to sign up and be part of your soul tribe. Yay. You have a great way of making the reader feel you are talking directly to them alone, which is a great skill. Much like the way YouTubers connect with their subscribers through their videos, you make what you say very personal and relatable. Can I get an amen? I think that is it, right? Become an affiliate. Yes, it's only for the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint. This was the Prosperity Consciousness. I actually have it on Audible now. It's amazing. So retreats, right? I want to do the retreat. So this is going to be on, it's not, I don't even think it's on my vision board. I haven't decided where. So this is in Thailand or Dubai? Can't even, Thailand. Right? Oh, amazing. I want you to come on retreat with me. And Dubai, right? One in Dubai. So I am Diamond Made, Soul Guided Millionaires in the Making. In Dubai, I am Diamond Made, Soul Guided Billionaires in the Making. And again, they're getting good with money. You need to be good with money. And she's got income streams from this. So she's got the Getting Good with Money toolkit or the book club toolkit. So you can actually have other people, when people are doing a book club, actually have resources for a book club around your book. I love that. I haven't yet. Only just saw that today. She's got the Literature Academy, all right, based on the book, based on getting featured. So when you get featured in different places, it builds that authority status. And then she's got a webinar, right? And then she's got where she's been featured here. So, you know, I'm ready to take freebie. Oh, hang on. I've not seen that. So the webinar is like on automated, right? You've got to have an enrollment spot. Freebie, register today to get 1 chapter of my book. I did not know that. Freebie, you'll have access to my budgeting money list template. Love that. Because what I actually teach on here, on the book launch tour. No, not here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I teach to actually give away the first chapter of your book, right? And then, you know, people can order it on Amazon. And I didn't know that she did that. So that's awesome. I have the book, so I don't need that. Love it. Free webinar, how to budget your way to savings, travel, and a better life. Love it. This, I'm going to finish on this. This is Betty Rocker. And so when I was going through burnout, I mentioned this before, I went through Betty Rocker's program, and you think, oh, wow, she's got amazing stuff. She's got a podcast, The Betty Rocker Show. Her name is not actually Betty. It's Brie, I think. I'm not sure. But she's got other people coming in featuring a master fat loss, gut hormones, benefits of acupuncture, brain food, blah, blah, blah. She's collaborating, joint vision partnerships on a podcast, right? Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's what we want to do. She's got her shop, meal plans, workouts, rock life. So it's bigger than just this one thing, right? Blog, shop, etc. But what I wanted to show you is she's got a YouTube channel. But what I wanted to show you is how long ago she started this YouTube channel. I'm like, wow. So her site looks amazing. It's all branded, all blah, blah, blah. She started this I don't know if she started this 12 years ago, but these videos are 12 years old. Look how she started. She just got started, right? Amazing. I mean, she's branded right up the year after, which is fantastic. Absolutely love it. So when I did this 30-day challenge on her site, she's got other challenges, right? She's got free 30-day trial, about the whole healthy lifestyle, women's health, recipes, workouts, healthy tips, mindset and motivation. Can't remember. Anyway, the 30-day, it wasn't a 30-day trial, it was a 30-day challenge. 5-day food challenge and fitness. Love that. So I did a 30-day challenge with her. And I say with her, it felt like I was doing it with her. She does all these, it's just amazing. Now, the challenge, see how much she's, you know, she hasn't changed really. She's just honing her craft, right? She hasn't stuck to that one thing. She's like, okay, well, what else do you need? So I haven't stuck to, oh, well, you need money in your business. Let's do the healthy lifestyle. The booty challenge, it was this, I think this was day 1 of the 30-day bodyweight challenge. Now, I did this in July 2023, right, with Robin, and it is 8 years ago. 8 years ago, this was recorded. So imagine when you're doing a challenge and you're doing your thing, you can, like 14, she gives you 7 days, I think, of a challenge, but she's done different challenges on her YouTube channel, collaborating, doing all the things. Once you've decided on what it is, you can evolve and grow and all the things. And I absolutely love it. I love, she's, you know, she's cleaned up what she's doing. But you can't expect to start. She couldn't expect to start 5 years on when this is 7 years from when she first started. Do you get what I mean? But she hasn't changed that much. She's changed her surroundings, obviously, but she's still going, and probably the 5-day home workout, right? Love it. Absolutely love it. I could just, and then she's then 3 years ago started the podcast with collaborations to leverage people's audiences. And that's what I teach you to do, joint vision partnerships. But you want to be ready for it. Your business needs to be ready for it, right? And this is her branding. I don't know if that's changed a lot or not, but I love it. I actually love the energy of her work and what she does, and just amazing, just absolutely amazing. Just the level of commitment and level of consistency. Obviously she gets sporadic with her, I don't know if that's consistent or not, but that was 13 days ago, right? From 12 years ago to 13 days ago, right? Is that amazing or is that amazing? I think she's got somebody else on board now. It was 2 weeks ago. It's definitely still her. I love it. And so I'm inspired by Betty Rocker. This was me. I mentioned yesterday during the Dive Social Summit. I'd done my first interviews. I'd done a second set of interviews. I'd got client testimonials. That was me birthing. That was 8 years ago. You know, so this might take you a little bit of time, but it's going to be worth it, right? It's going to be worth it. So come over to the Facebook group. I love this. I'm just not even gonna lie. Come over to the Facebook group. I don't even want to like come off that. I'm not even going to come off that. I think it's absolutely epic. Yeah, I better come off it. So come over to the Facebook group. Don't know where the Facebook group is now. Okay, hang on. And if you have a book inside of you, we have the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Book Launch Club again. Come over to the Facebook group. Invite others to come over to the Facebook group as well. Post your homework. Post it. Post your homework. Oh, Patricia. Awesome. Thank you. I can see who was actually commenting because it's just said Facebook user. But thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So again, we've got sessions. I'm not sure if some of them are, you know, if the sessions are right, and I'll let you guys know. I'm posting the coupon codes. We have 50 breakthrough sessions that save. I'm super excited to support you guys. And again, what I'm doing is what I'm teaching, and it doesn't have to be that hard. Once we've got the numbers, the figures, the facts, it's just amazing. Throw myself all over. That is the end of the vision board party. I'm excited that you even got this far and you are doing it. You are crushing it. Come to the masterclass. Let's get you handled. Come to the free chapter group coaching VIP day. And then we're going to get you started with day one of that challenge at the $55 level. Obviously get the book. Please get the book. You're going to get, if you want the 5-day challenge as a reader, you will get all of that off, right? So it's $55 again for the Kindle, or $15.55. So it's different for all around the world for the paperback book. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited by it, and please do share it. Please do leave a review. Comment down below this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this out, do all the things. And I will see you for December 2024. It is December 2022 now. December 2024, and see what it is that you've been manifesting. Post in the group as we go throughout 2024. Introduce yourself in the group. There's no room for lurkers. There is no room for I'm not lurking. I'm not hiding. I'm going to connect with more of you, and I'm going to take my book on a virtual book tour. So I shall see you soon. Big love. Show up, speak out, and serve deep. Share your gifts and shine your light, because you are born to serve. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Big love. Take care.